Every 15 seconds a boiler breaks down, so it's good to know you can trust a British gas engineer to come to your rescue. Our one-off boiler repair prices include parts, labour and safety checks. And what we quote is what you pay. Call 0800 000 999. Conditions apply. Look after your world with British Gas.
This Saturday, live on ESPN, it's Liverpool versus Norwich in the Barclays Premier League. As they descend on Anfield, the Canaries face a massive test, with the inspirational Gerrard back to lead the Reds. Join us live this Saturday from 4:30. To subscribe, visit espn.co.uk/TV or call 0844 324 4000. ESPN, miss nothing. Live and exclusive coverage of the Rugby World Cup 2011 on Talk Sport with Dove Men Deodorants. Tough on sweat, not on skin. 20 teams, 48 games, one global tournament. Live and exclusive radio commentary of every game direct from New Zealand from Brian Moore, David Campese, Gavin Hastings, Scott Quinnell, Paul Wallace and Sean Fitzpatrick. Only on Talk Sport with Dove Men Deodorants. Proud sponsors of Talk Sport's Rugby World Cup coverage.
The Rugby World Cup 2011 on Talk Sport.
Bon Jovi! Je suis Isaac Lecoq, Talksport French ambassador for le rugby in la Nouvelle-Zélande. Now, if I am not too busy wearing these onions around my neck, parking my bicyclette, or attempting to chop the leg of a passing amphibian, I will be listening to live and exclusive commentary of the All Blacks versus La France this Sunday from 9.
On exclusive broadcaster of the Rugby World Cup, New Zealand.
Discussion sportive.
Talk Sport.
Coming up to very nearly 20 minutes to 4 in the morning. This is Talk Sport, and of course the Independent Republican Mike Graham here all the way through the night till 6 o'clock in the morning. Going back to the calls in a moment, but you can join in, of course, 08717 223344. You heard just before the break there from Kenneth Richter, biofuels campaigner for Friends of the Earth. You'd think that Friends of the Earth were quite keen on alternative forms of energy, and aeroplane companies particularly, trying out new ways of flying their planes without using jet fuel. I was quite surprised he wasn't for it. But in the midst of what is likely to be a rather cold winter, the cost of fuel for everybody, as we found out yesterday on the show, is leading to rampant inflation and people having to cut back. And already in the papers this morning, there's an awful lot of stories about people dying because they are too cold in this country in 2011. It's extraordinary, isn't it? 08717 223344. A couple of quick tweets to do. You can follow us on Twitter at IROMG. Malarkey Mania on that earlier call from Martin in Huddersfield. 1,000, 3,000, 7,000. My brain is still frying. Sunblocker says, great show. A pony name. Do you mean funny name? Why is it known as the Independent Republic? Well, it's just always been known as the Independent Republic of Mike Graham, of which I am the president. Slightly benevolent dictatorship, really. It was always that way. It started up in Scotland back in about 2007. So it's about 4 years old now, the Independent Republic. Philly Tubby says, Mike, the oldest Homo sapiens skeleton found has been carbon dated at 150,000 years old. It messes the 6,000-year Bible idea up a bit, doesn't it? And Stuart Andrews said, raid the driving ban. If a drug dealer states it is the only way to feed his kids, should they be let off and allowed to continue to deal in their car? Well, obviously not. I don't think so. The whole idea is nonsensical to me. And XRK says, camping says the world will end on Friday, but I have a yoghurt that's used by date says it will be fine until Saturday. Who do I believe? Well, I think you know the answer to that one, don't you? Let's have a word with Pauline, who is in Sutton. Hello, Pauline.
Good morning. Hello. I heard Valerie asked after me the other night. I was listening, you see.
She did, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I always listen, Mike. Now, before I talk about some comical ways of easing these winter pills, I'd like to say about Nigel, about getting his medicines reduced because of this energy. Well, you know, Viagra is known to be prescribed for other things, you know.
Well, it was originally devised as a heart treatment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was only the side effect of that they discovered.
Yeah. Other than this performance related made me laugh, but I expect Nigel's sort of in anticipation because he says he doesn't have a woman.
Well, he does say that, yeah, so I'm not sure what he was talking about, to be honest. I was a bit confused.
Perhaps he's got his knickers in a twist. And as for Kerry talking about you for your dinner, your chili, she must think you're hot.
Well, I guess so. It was quite spicy, it must be said.
He's one of the best callers, I think. Anyway, I was saying about this high cost of these bills, these winter bills affect people.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the documentary on the BBC tonight.
I didn't
about
know.
These Romanian children and grown-up parents with them.
No, I didn't. Somebody posted something about it on my Facebook page, but I didn't get a chance to see it.
It was filmed from October last year to this summer, and they go around with the kids, and apparently they've got these paper couplings, and they go up to people in the face with them, getting it, and on the tube, and some of the women have been putting on muslin sort of gear, scarves on their head, and then changing when they get off the tube, and going near the mosque, it's near where Lord's cricket ground is, isn't it?
Oh, the mosque down in St John's Wood, yeah.
And now they're going round, and some of them, they're earning more than the average wage earner can get in one day. The same reporter has done all this research, and they filmed them up to this summer, and apparently they're living in luxury, and they went to the houses, there was a BMW parked in the driveway, and they'd seen them all filming, questioning, and get a bit aggressive, and when they went back later on, about 3 properties were all empty, Ilford, that's in Essex, I know it's Greater London now.
Yeah.
And they went to Romania, and they've got these rows of luxury homes where they're living, and some pretend not to speak English.